big one. Okay. You won't guess this one. And I will say, fortunately, it's something something that's been lacking in my collection. And I'm going to give you a big hint, actually. I'm going to give you a release date. This was released in June of '91, apparently, from the information I could get. And here's an even bigger hint. Very well packed, I'll give them that. This is all foam chips. Okay, I'm going to give them a good reference. Oh, here's a book that says it all. Well, I don't want you to see the name. Maybe the colors let you know something. I don't know. For those... Oh, you might have seen... Did you catch the word? I didn't notice on the back there. It actually does say on the back. Did you catch it already? Oh, jeez. Did I ruin the suspense and the surprise? Well, that's fine. Even if you know what it is already, you might not know which model. Here's another big hint, if you don't already know. We all know RF modulators for hooking up to the television. Well, look at this baby. Look at that. That's a huge one. RF modulator. Hook it up. That includes the cable. See, the cable is built right into this RF modulator, unlike a lot of them. So, there's your switch. TV antenna. Do you know which system had a huge modulator like that? Okay. Another piece of the puzzle. It can accept cartridges. Cartridges. Well, that nails it down, huh? Okay. This is one of them. There's a label on top. Well, what kind of cartridge is that? Another cartridge. I'll give you the names in a minute. And another cartridge. I didn't get any controllers with this system, so I'll have to do that later. And as usual, with consoles, well, oh, did I say console? With systems from the 80s. Big power supply. I will say so far, everything looks to be in excellent condition. Okay, enough is enough. I will show you the actual system now. Have you guessed yet? I will tell you one more thing before I actually say the name, if I haven't already given it away. It was actually released with a 16-bit CPU. A 16-bit CPU. Unfortunately, this was crippled by a mere 8-bit bus on the system. This reduced cost and manufacturing cost, but it's kind of silly having an 8-bit CPU when you're killing it with an 8-bit bus. And that was one of the criticisms of this system, especially later on. But here it is. It's the back. Controller port. Power. And cable. This is why it needed a specific RF adapter, because it needs that kind of weird input. Okay. Alright. Oh, and one last thing I'll say. And there's a controller input right there. One last thing I will say. The original model that, well, there's the name. The original model that was released was black and silver. It was black and silver. It actually looked better than this one. This one was released later on in just a plastic case, again to reduce cost. It was an all beige model of the Texas Instruments TI-99 4A. This is Texas Instruments entry into the popular computer market. And these are manufacturer, yep, copyright 79, 81, program and data contents. So there you have it. It's a TI-99 4A, successor to the TI-99 4. I think it was just TI-9. I think it was just TI-99 originally, but this was their most successful model, the 4A. Became quite a popular home computer. If you look up the information, you'll see it actually sold really well when it first came out. So Texas Instruments was a name in the home computing business, not just calculators. And once again, yeah, so there's the power adapter. You can see the Texas Instruments symbol on there. And that's what I was hiding on the RF adapter. The Texas Instruments RF adapter. And the 3 games I got, for those of you who may be familiar: TI Invaders. You can probably guess what that's a copy of. Number Magic. I won't be playing that much. Number Magic. And Car Wars. Car Wars. I don't know what I'm doing. I just woke up. Anyways. And Beginner's Basic. I probably would have had a lot of fun back in the 80s with home computing if I ever bothered to learn BASIC. And nice user's reference guide for the computer. Oh, see, if you look, I think this looks more like, yeah. See, that kind of looks more like the original issue, which was black and silver. That's cool. Good condition overall. A little bit of scuff marks on the top here. Maybe a little dirt. I think I can get that off for sure. So, I don't know. There are many of you collectors. I collect them to use. I'm not going to store it or try to resell it later. So, who knows? I may just choose to paint. Beige is really blah, you know. So maybe sometime in the future I'll paint the case some other color. Maybe black, I don't know. I'm not going to bother with the keys because they're nice and clean, mostly. And I don't want to try to paint over the keys, the numbers. So, I don't know. What color do you think might go? What color would go with those color keys? I don't know. I know, beige, right? So, oh, and one last, the on-off switch used to have like a LED display, and again, to reduce costs later on, they just merely painted a little blue strip there. So, that would indicate if it was off or on. Just a simple toggle switch to reduce cost. Oh, and a cartridge port right there. I think that's about all I can say about it. If you want to know more, type in TI-99 4A. The first link will be Wikipedia. You'll be all set. Okay, we'll have a demonstration of the game titles at some point in the future. Rob out.